I'm here today to discuss a intervention program called Saxon Phonics. And when I taught in Florida, my school district, which was a Title I district, used Saxon Phonics for the below grade level classrooms to help boost their reading scores. So today I was able to reflect on my experiences teaching with Saxon Phonics, as well as dig a little deeper and find out some more about it. The primary focus of phonics instruction is to help beginning readers understand how letters are linked to sounds or phonemes, to form letter-sound correspondence and spelling patterns, and to help them learn how to apply this knowledge in their reading. When I went to the Saxon website, this is what they said. They said that their phonics and spelling builds foundational skills with a unique research-based method. So yes, they did look further into that. The explicit instruction in phonemic awareness, phonics, decoding, spelling, and fluency can be used alone or to supplement a core reading program. And this program ensures long-term student success through the introduction of concepts. It eases the burden of lesson planning and increases teacher effectiveness through fully developed lesson plans, and captivates all students and English language learners with a multi-sensory approach to engage visual, auditory, and tactile senses. Here is a picture of a classroom kit that you would receive with this program. I remember these little letter cards here. Each student had their own letter cards for each letter of the alphabet, and those would be used almost daily to spell out words. You would have different posters that you would introduce the different sounds and letters, and lots of worksheets, lots of workbooks. And I wanted to show you what I remember a lot about this program was there was a lot of coding, and a big section of every lesson involved doing board work, and that's what they called it, board work, where the students had to come to the board and code. So if you look at the word miss, you'll see that the letter I is a short vowel, so it has what's called a breve, or as we like to call it in kindergarten, a happy face over it to show that that I is making the short I sound, and the second S in miss is crossed out because you only make the first S sound. If you look at the word pate, A is long and it has a macron over it, and the E is crossed out because it's silent. On the picture on the right, the word hunting, you see that the ing is boxed in, and that's because it's a suffix. So with this program, you learn to box in your suffixes, like in capped with the ed. Wanted to show you an example of these. This is a lesson. This is out of their homeschool book, but it's the same general idea. So this is a kindergarten lesson, lesson 12, and you start Saxon Phonics on the first day of school. So here, this is about 2.5 weeks into kindergarten. So this lesson is on the letter G. Here it tells you all of the materials that you would need. And what I remember with this program is it was a lot of teacher preparation and a lot of planning and getting all the resources ready. So here you have like an initial activity. So they're getting up, let's say the alphabet while we touch our toes. Then your objective is you're going to do rhyming words. Moving on, you review those, the deck of cards. Those are the little alphabet cards that I showed you. Then you have a worksheet to do. And then here's where you get into your new learning. And here they're even talking about coding and teaching the kindergartners how to code. So this, and then here's their worksheet again, and then the rules. So this, and it teaches you, so they're coding the breves over the short vowels. Lots and lots of coding. And this was an example lesson on coding. You'll see in this example lesson this is part of the board work. The teacher calls students up and they code the words every single day. There he is, boxing in the suffixes. And here I found what the research says about Saxon phonics, and this is on the Florida Center for Reading and Improvement and Reading Research. And the Saxon research was actually conducted by Saxon, which was really interesting. It just it says that it's developed based on information gained from scientific reading research, but that's all about it says. It gives you a couple of different elementary schools that had their reading scores improved, but it goes on to say that they don't really know if using Saxon is the sole reason for it. So again, with Saxon phonics, lots of worksheets, lots of coding, and lots of emphasis on learning the spelling rules and the spelling patterns, but we know that those rules don't always work, and that's when Saxon says that those words are high frequency words and they teach them in a different way. So reflecting back on this program was very interesting, and it reminded me of all of the hard work and preparation and all of the many, many worksheets and all of the coding that went in to this program.